Hi, welcome to Quite a Queer Conversation with me, LP.
And me, Adam Lambert, on Virgin Radio Pride. Well, hello.
Hi, how's it going,
Hi.
man? Like I said, long time no see.
I know, we just saw each other at a show at the Echo in Silver Lake the other night.
Yeah.
You. And she basically outed me. She was like, do you have a boyfriend? And I'm like, no. And she's like, do you want one? I was like, well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the thing. Like, I like that would have been nice. One of the things I really was sad about, was that I didn't get to talk to my mother about it, because I just wasn't ready to deal with it in my own head. And I feel like because my dad was just like, I didn't do, I was like, you must have had some kind of inkling. He's like, oh, he always brought guys home. And I dated guys, he had no idea, no clue. My mother, I feel like, would have been more, more in, like in tune. It would have been like, oh yeah. I mean, I didn't know I think she just it would have been very insightful for me more so.
Yeah, you could have gotten more into like maybe some of the more like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad was too involved in his own, like many things, but I always feel for people who can't talk to their parents at all, about it. It's really, and thank God, you have your friends and community.
Yeah. All the stories that I've heard, like I feel lucky because I grew up in a house that my parents are really chill about that stuff. I mean, of course I wasn't ready to like openly talk about it either. This was a different time, I'm sure you can relate. Like it was just different. I mean, you look at what's going on now, and it's like kids are coming out in elementary school. It's like, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I know. I'm kind of like, when I think about like, I don't know if it's good or bad. Like, I think everything, as they say, the cliche of everything happens for a reason. But like when I think about like friends of mine's kids, like being like 7 and knowing they want to be a boy, you know what I mean? I'm like,
it's
girl,
unbelievable.
And it's like, my life would have taken such a different path because I don't know if I had understanding parents and it was that time. I think, I was obsessed with, being a boy when I was a kid. And so I would have been like, I don't know if I had like, liberal parents, I might've been like, I don't want to, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. I think about the gender thing too, because it's like, it's such a different concept now. It's like, there's so many paths that one can now choose to explore. And, I think all kids, no matter what your sexuality is, you go through at some point as a kid, you kind of go through some sort of gender exploration, or, you're curious or you're questioning or whatever you want to call it. And it's interesting because now that there's dialogue for it and examples of it. I wonder the same thing. I mean, I love being a man, but I also love my feminine side, you know what I mean? And I love expressing it. And I don't know what shape.
Well, like, I mean, for me, I think like, the course of my life would change so drastically, and I would have like discovered that I was because I didn't really know I was going to do this with my life, like as a child or anything. This was not like really in the realm of possibility in my family. It was very like, how would you even do that? Like that's not a viable career choice. That's a dream.
Right.
That's not like something, be a doctor, you go to school, you get out of school,
American,
you get a job. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, exactly. And they're horrified. After my mom passed away and I decided, to embark on this. And like, my dad was kind of like, I remember even like the last ditch, I was like working in like bars in like, gay bars in Manhattan. It's like, you should be a cop.